of this project, the I'm Loving Me project, where we inspire you to love yourself. I am so pumped and excited this morning. I hope you just come in with me and get excited with me. One, because it is May, y'all. It is May. What we got? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months before we enter another year. So we really got to be able to start doing some work, okay? Also, it's starting to get warm, which is my favorite time because when it gets warm, I love to be out. Like, I really don't like it cold. I don't know if y'all do. I don't like it cold. I like it warm. And I'm excited about that. Hey, Khadijah, I'm excited about that because now it is go time. Okay. If you coming, please let me know to the Selfish Retreat. It is June. It's next month. It's not 2 months, 3 months away now. It is next month, June 10th through the 12th in Savannah, Georgia. And we are going to have a ball. Okay. This is a girlfriend's trip. We are going to talk about our growth, our money, business and healing and everything, but we also are going to bond and have a good time. That's mainly what the purpose of this trip is, to be around some girlfriends where you know that you can be transparent with, you can talk to, you can have those side conversations, you can hang out with, you can chill with, and start to build that bond. Because, like I said, you never know who you're around. You never know who is in your space that can help you advance in anything that you want to do, right? And so that's the purpose, is to get us all together, and let's get our mind right, let's get our bodies together, and let's get our souls popping. Let's get it popping. So we're going to be doing that in June, and then July, I'm going to the Essence Festival. So if you're going, make sure you meet up with me. I'm going as an attendee. So, it's free to do the empowerment workshops and everything. And you just pay for the concerts. Right now, I think I'm going to check today. They still have like the 3-day pass. So we don't want to go all three, to all of the concerts or whatever. We just want to see Janet Jackson. So we just trying to see what will it cost for that. But the rest of the times we're going to be around in the area, around a whole bunch of women, enjoying ourselves and just having fun. And then in August, um, no, excuse me. Then that next week or two, I'll be in Miami, doing the Wonder Woman's Initiative, where we doing. I'll be doing an event there, speaking actually for Miami Swim Week. So, a sister getting her body in shape. Today is day 2, and I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna fit into that bikini. Watch, I'm gonna fit into that bikini. I told y'all I'm gonna have my stomach out, and watch me. Okay, we're gonna do something. So if you want to come to Miami, I could give you the details. But they're doing an empowerment session and then a fashion show, and it's just a good time to get out, go to Miami, go to the beach, have some drinks, look at the people who are there, and we can have fun doing that too. And then in August, we're planning, we trying to get the date of the first weekend in August, before the kids go back to school, to do like an empowerment for the young people. There's a high rate of teen suicide. I don't know if you guys saw the trends or the reports that are going out. Gun violence has shot through the roof, right? Khadijah, I know you talk about it sometimes on your show, where here in Georgia, the governor just signed where you don't have to have a license to carry. So anybody can have a gun right now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can carry a weapon here. And that is so dangerous, because you have a lot of these teenagers walking around looking at social media, looking at all the stuff that's going on around them, and they are not fighting anymore. They're shooting you and running and doing all this stuff, right? But everything happens for a reason. So if he passed the law to say that you don't have to have a license to carry, then you always want to read between the lines and see what that's about. So we want to be able to, do our part as women, as mothers, and really talk to the moms, really talk to the kids, let them know that they are needed, they are loved. This is going to be their first time going back to school. Teach them about self-love, teach them about a whole bunch of stuff. So that's going to be here in Atlanta. We're looking at August 4th. The only reason why it's a question mark is because we need to get the park, like the permit for the park or whatever. Because it's like we could just show up and that'll be cool. But since we doing other stuff, they said that we need some kind of permit so we could do the barbecue, the hot dogs, the hamburgers, get the electricity, all that stuff that we would need to give them book bags and all that or whatever. So I'll definitely keep you updated with all of the things that we are doing. Also, there is some guys that I'm going to bring on, y'all. That's why I came up with the topic, why me today? Because there's some guys that I'm going to bring on. I had an amazing meeting with a couple of men yesterday, and Marie wrote Surrender to Truth, and she introduced me to these guys. And they were talking about how the silence of men who were, sexually assaulted. And I have to tell you, just hearing their stories, they're like in their 30s and 40s now, knowing what happened to them, the trauma that they're dealing with, and how they suppress it and don't say anything. The enlightened moment that I got from that, for all the ladies who are listening, is I can understand why now, how some men, not all, act the way they act and do what they do. Why are they so highly sexual? Why do they always, do certain things to try to hurt you? Right? It's because they've been hurt, but they never talked about it, or they push it to the back of their mind. All the stuff that they was telling me, I was just I tried my best to keep my composure so I wouldn't get emotional. No, emotional, because as soon as you get emotional, the man want to come and save the day, right? So you have to be able to keep, save face so that they can continue to talk. And the biggest thing was they were so worried about not being safe. And that was the other thing that got to me, y'all. They were so worried that the environment that they were in was not safe because they thought of all the negative things. I was if I would go back and say something or reveal who they were, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not how we operate, because that's not how we women operate. When something happens to a man, especially a man we love, or any men in our community, the first thing we want to do is protect, right? The first thing that we want to do is nurture. The first thing we want to do is help, because we know how important it is, right? So when they're ready, and I think one is, when they're ready, I want to introduce you guys to them. They're out of Michigan. Khadijah, I want you to talk to these guys as well. See if you can have them on your show, because it's a stigma that is not talked about, and we want to be able to build that brother sister relationship with these guys, because men do need help, but I'm not a man. We're not men. So we don't really understand the deepness of what it takes to come out and say different things, right? But it was powerful. And that's why I came up with the topic today, where we always ask ourselves, why me? Why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to be the person that got raped? Why did I have to be the person that always got to struggle and go through things? Why am I the person that don't make enough money to pay my bills? Why? Right? And we sit here and we tell ourselves, why do I always have to be inside of this struggle? And I will ask you, why not you? The reason why you are there, the reason why you asking why me and why you're struggling, is because you're supposed to do something more with your life. Because if you were supposed to stay where you were, you wouldn't ask yourself that question. It would just be regular life for you. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't sit up there and think that anything else is possible. You wouldn't even you wouldn't be able to fathom that there's something wrong in your environment, right? But when you are asking yourself, why me? Is because you know you are better. You know that there is something greater. You just in this situation and you trying to figure out how do you get out, right? What do I got to do to get out? Because if this is all I've seen for my whole life, and I know this is wrong, and I'm tired of this shit happening to me, how do I get out? Because getting out and figuring out stuff is, I don't have any references to help me. You get what I'm saying? But I know something is wrong and I'm tired of going through this stuff, but I don't see a way out that will be right for me. And I will tell you this, the way out of your current situation, if you're listening to me, if it's financially, I always tell you, you got to be able to up your skills and become a master at something, whatever it is that you like, right? That's the way out financially. You got to up your skills and you got to become a master at whatever it is that you like and your purpose. Now, you did not hear me say go get another job that'll pay you more money. I did not say that, right? I did not say that. The way out of financial hardships and situations, you have to be able to find out what you love and like and become a master of that. Okay? If you are in a relationship and you keep asking yourself, why me? Why is this happening to me? The answer to that is because there's something in you that you don't want to let go. There is something in you that is making you stay. And you can say anything, guilt, shame, pressure, fear. One of those things is holding you back. Okay. And it has such a stronghold on you. It has a real stronghold on you to the point where you feel like you can't move and it's choking you to death. And you know you don't want to be choked. You know that this is wrong. But for some reason in your mind, you believe that if you change, that your life is going to be so disrupted where you either won't be able to live, these people won't talk to you anymore, your life would be different where you need these people, right? There is something that is keeping you there, even though it's bad. So when you saying why me and you asking a question, why me? You can go ahead and turn that around and say, well, what does a healthy relationship look like so I can compare and see what I'm in, right? You don't have to be in the situation that you're in. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. But because we are responsible beings, we have family, we have kids, we have grandkids. Some of you guys have great grandkids. You look and you say, well, as a good parent, as a good mother, as a good relative, this is something that you do for family. This is something that you do in order to express your love. And I say, yes, you can, but it has to come from a healthy place. If you giving money every month, grandma, mommy, every month to your child who is still irresponsible, still not doing what they supposed to do, and you got to the point where you're budgeting your money because you know they coming to ask you, and you keep asking why me, I ain't doing this shit no more, I'm not tolerating it no more. Sit with yourself and see why you have the guilt, the shame, or anything that you're having, because it's not only the fact that this is your child. It's not that. It's more than that. And whatever it is, you have to ease with it and know that these people are grown and they coming to you because they can. They can. And you won't say no. So it's always going to be a situation every month. There's always going to be a situation where I need your help. You got to pay your bills and theirs, right? You got to be able to cut it off and be like, no, baby, you're going to have to struggle this month. And be like, you got it, ma. You just going to let me out here with my kids? No, baby, you let yourself out here with your kids. And if it hurts you to do that, then you just say, hey, this is all I got. You're going to have to go ahead and figure out the rest. I remember I remember one time when my grandmother was alive, and one of my aunts called, because my grandmother was the same way, where if she had it, she would give. If anybody wanted to come stay with us, they could, right? And so one of my aunts, because this is how they get you, right? One of my aunts was like, mommy, I need to pay, my light bill. Can you, give me some money or whatever? And she's like, such and such, I'm tired of you coming to me, right? Asking me for something. I know, ma, I know this the last time, but I just don't make enough money, and the kids needed this, and the baby daddy didn't come, blah, blah, blah. Right. So my grandmother said, I ain't got it, and they know. See, that's the thing. The people who know you best know that they have to put up with a certain level of rejection until they break you down to say yes. Right. Have you noticed that? My grandmother could say no 5, 6 times, and my aunt or my uncles, they would just sit there in the house and then just eat the food, talk with us and everything. Let a few hours go by. She done said no 3 times. And then at the end of the day, even if it's getting dark, they'd be like, come on, mom. It's almost 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and you still saying no. So she'd be like, here, get out my face. Right. But this particular time, she said, this is all I got. And, whatever you make work with this, you make work with this. And this is how they get you, right? Well, I guess I'm gonna go out and sell some ass or something, because I won't be able to, pay my bills. And, I guess I need to find out my own way because my kids need to do this. And she used to be like, bitch, I ain't get you, I ain't get you in this, right? Because they try to manipulate you to get you to do what they want. And you know what you're doing? You trying to figure out why you still in the situation you're in, right? You still trying to figure out why every time something goes wrong, nobody's coming to your rescue. Nobody is helping you. Nobody is putting forth the effort to come and save you. You are here to do more, and you also have to let shit go. You got too much stuff to do to be worried about grown people problems. How many problems we got on our own that we battling with every day, and then we gonna add other people problems to it? I can't sit up here, like I used to tell my brother, I can't sit up here and pay my rent and yours. I can if I wanted to, but I don't want to. You know why? Because I work hard for mine. I got to get out there and bust my ass for mine. And you could just spend all your money. Excuse me, y'all, because it's so true. You could go ahead and just spend all your money, do what you want to do, and then think you could come to me at the end of the month talking about you need help. Like, you bugging. And I'm like, why do I keep putting myself in a situation? Because I'm holding on to guilt. You know what I'm holding on to? I always think, I say, well, we never grew up with a mother, and Really, we have to be able to take on that role. My grandmother's not here anymore. It's only us, right? My older sister passed. So I'm telling myself all these stories as to why I'm giving this grown man, right? 37 or 38 years old, not a kid. I'm 43. Money to go ahead and pay his rent. Well, mama's not here and we got to be able to stick together. And they already say that we don't stick together because the minute that I say no, I'm laughing because I'm really thinking about it and they going to be listening to this, right? The minute that I say no, y'all, that's why we can't come together. And that's why we can't come together. And everybody is always this. And that's why I don't like this family. It ain't my problem. Because I got so much I'm battling with by myself. I'm trying to keep my confidence high. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make stuff work for me. I don't need you coming in, messing with something I'm already trying to work out on my own. If I'm asking the question, why me every day? Instead of saying to myself, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for putting me in this position. Thank you for allowing me to have. There's something wrong, right? If you're tired of being where you are and you keep saying, why me? Make a decision to change. You're not overweight because it's something wrong with your genetics and it runs in your family and you had diabetes and you're taking this pill and you got new what is it, new birth control pills. You got to find a way to figure out how to work in the confines of the decisions that you made in order for you to stay healthy. That doesn't mean you have to be a skinny mini. That doesn't mean that you have to be living overweight because you don't want to work out, right? In the confines of the decisions that you make, what is a good, healthy place for you? Okay? Stop sitting up there saying, why I don't have this, why I don't have this body, why I don't look like this, why I don't look like that. God created you the way he created you for a reason. And what he keep knocking on your door as to why you keep asking yourself these questions is he keeps saying, when are you going to get it? When are you going to get it? When are you going to understand that I chose you to go higher and be better? That's why I keep asking these questions. That's why I keep bothering you and nudging you. That's why I keep running this story in your head, because you are better. You deserve better. You just allowing your environment to keep you the same. And they will. And you will if you keep thinking and doing and being the same person. I keep telling you, if you want something different, you got to be different. That person back there is dead and stinking. You done bust your ass to get to this point. They went through trials. They went through tribulations. You went through all of that to get you here. What now? What now? Where do we go from here? How do we start from right where we are to move in the direction of where we want to be? Because see, if we put all our effort and our thinking into that, we don't have to ask the question, why me? Because you know what happens when the changes will start? And these people will start to drop off. They will live, y'all. They're lying when they say they can't live without you. That is not true. They are lying when they say that they can't make ends meet. That is not true. You have conditioned them to believe that you will always be there to pick them up. So they'll be in that store and spend that extra $20 and say, "My mama give it back to me, and I'll be straight. My grandma will go ahead and give it to me. And if she say no, then I'm gonna go over here to my auntie and see if she could give it to me." Sometimes these mofos call you and be like, "I want to go ahead and get this new bag, but it costs like $300. If I go ahead and get it, would you be able to help me with my light bill so I could get this bag?" I promise you, bitch, I ain't got no new bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no new car. I had to make sacrifices. Why are you the one that has to make sacrifices all the time while other people are living a life? You got to be able to choose you at this point. You got to stop saying why me and make decisions. You get it? Oh, girl, and post it on Facebook for the world to see. Hallelujah. Let me tell you, I got a story behind that, y'all. And again, my thorn in my flesh is my little brother, my little twin, my one of my twin brothers. How he wouldn't even call me. He would just send me cash app requests for money and then put little notes in there that says, "Need money to get on the bus, to get home, need money to get to work." Just stuff like that. No call. How you doing? Do you have money? Nothing. You just know I got it. You know what I'm saying? And I sat up there one time and I said, I ain't going to do nothing, because usually I just send it and just be like, "Okay, you need to get home here." And then, I just sat there and I was like, I ain't doing shit. And he called and called. This is $20 now. He called and called and he was like, "You mad at me?" He like, "I told you I needed to get home and I sent the cash out request." And I said, "Well, how you doing?" And he like, "I'm good, but I'm trying to get home. And I thought that you would send the money." And I'm like, "Not this time. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to figure out another way to get home. Either you get a ride or you get a bike or you go and ask another sibling." You mad at me because I decided to make a choice for myself with my own money. Now mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. And then you ask yourself, why am I in this situation? And ultimately, we got to be able to face that we allowed it. We allowed it for so long, y'all, that if you say no, these people go ballistic. And you asking yourself, why me? How come when I'm sitting up there doing my bills, my shit declining? And then once I gave him the money and all that stuff, y'all, do you know this MOFO post on Facebook, Marie and Khadijah? He having a barbecue with friends and a bottle of liquor and all this stuff. I said, oh my goodness. Because you got what you wanted. So now it's party time. Because see, you ain't want to use your money to get home. You wanted to use my money. And once you was using my money, it was okay. And now it's party time. I said, oh, hell no. While I'm sitting up here saying, why me? How I'm going to make it? How I'm going to get stuff done? How I'm going to get these bills right? How I'm going to move these businesses forward? How I'm going to be able to get this stuff done? Please, Lord, help me. Doing all of this. And the people who were peeling away from you, it don't matter what it is. They living a damn life. They living the life that they see. And then they tell you, well, what you want more for? This is all we got. We in the hood. We this, we that. You know, this is our life. We keeping it real. MOFO, you keeping it real on my dime. You keeping it real asking me. And I can't sleep at night because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of my situations. You keep asking yourself, why you? It's because you have to make a decision to want more. And you got to get better. You got to get better at saying no. And you got to understand that they will survive. And you got to understand that if you don't like a situation, you have to remove yourself. And you got to know that the decisions that you make, that you will hurt people's feelings, but they will be okay. You understand what it means to have your feelings hurt plenty of times. They will get angry. That's okay. They will go show out, put themselves in dire straits. They will do all of that. That's okay. Those are the choices that they're making. You, on the other hand, have purpose. You have purpose. You got to live for you. You got stuff to do. You got shit to do. All of you guys are working on something who is on this Inspiration in 30. I know all of you guys are. Y'all working on y'all business. Marie, you an author. Khadijah, you got a whole movie coming out. Like everybody doing something. When it gets hard, you asking yourself, why me? Why can't I break through this barrier? Why am I so afraid to do this? What kind of person do I need to be to get over this? What kind of person do I need to become to elevate myself to the next level? Thinking about that alone is enough. You don't need other people bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Because it takes away your focus. It pushes back your timeline. And honestly, they not doing shit. You gotta be able to get yourself out of that. And if you need to do it slowly because your heart is so pure, I get it. I understand. But deal with that guilt, that shame, that whatever it is that you're holding on to that is keeping you in that loop. Because even if you do start to reach your goals, the more they're going to ask, the more they're going to be around. And it's not helpful for them and it's draining you. Okay? It's not helpful for them and it's draining you. I don't care if that's kids, a spouse, a family member, whoever it is. Okay? Stop asking yourself, why me? And start making some decisions. You don't have to be drastic, okay? Yeah, I don't know your life. You don't have to be drastic and be like, nope, 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 right? But slowly start to wean these people off. Slowly start to make good decisions for yourself. You got too much in here to be worried about what these other people are doing with their lives. We battle every day with our confidence, self love, our fears, everything. Not every day, a couple of hours a day. I don't know how many times I want to cry a day. At least two, three times. I ain't got time for nobody else's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? When I'm asking myself, why me? Why is this hard? Why can't I break through this? Why can't I get to this? Why do these people think they could just ask me for something? It's time to go ahead and sit with yourself, make these decisions, and see what you need to press forward with, what you need to cut out. Oh, they call me a bitch. They call me a bitch. They call me bougie. They call me a lot of stuff. But guess what? My money in my pocket. Okay? My money in my pocket. You'll figure it out. Because I'm battling with me so much that I chose to make me a priority. You get it? I love y'all. I gotta go. But yeah, please, if you asking yourself why me, why my life is like this, why does shit keep happening to me? Why? Because you haven't made a decision. Why can't I make more money? It's because you have to figure out what you like and you have to master that. And the money will come. I promise you. The money will come. Not overnight, but it will. Okay? I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Thank you for everybody who came. If you signed up for the Selfish Retreat, fantastic. If not, sign up, share it with your friends. We're going to have a ball. It's going to be warm. We're going to be on the beach. We're going to be doing so much. I can't wait to hug on y'all and laugh with y'all and talk with y'all, take pictures, do all that stuff. So, please, I always say I'm going to post the link and then never get it, child. Here's the link. I said I'll do it today. All right. I love you.